We turn to page 111 for Ahavah Rabah, which we'll do shortly. I just want to share something that I experienced when I was in Israel in June. I was there visiting family. Actually, some of that family is now in town. They might be coming to this service in a little bit, and I'll share a little bit about them when they make it. But I wanted to share this piece of my trip in Israel when I went to an event at Shalom Hartman Institute. It's an institute in Jerusalem. And there was an event called Ma'aminim, Ma'aminot, Believers. And it was this interfaith dialogue and prayer experience, very similar to what I did for my senior capstone project for rabbinical school. But the difference was what I did for my senior capstone project was an academic endeavor in Los Angeles, California, and this interfaith dialogue and prayer experience was happening in Jerusalem between Jews and Christians and Muslims in the middle of a war. So it was a really impactful experience. And what happened, one of the things that happened during that was the first part was this interfaith dialogue, and I met some rabbis that were local Jerusalem rabbis during that dialogue. You know, you go to dialogue with Christians and Muslims, and then you meet more Jews. And there was this rabbi called Rabbi Sivan Navon Shuval, and she was feeling a particular way in that moment of the war in June. And so she wrote an interpretive, contemporary, her own version of Ahavah Rabah. So it starts, so I wanted to share it with you because I found it to be very moving and powerful, just how she was feeling in the moment. So it starts with the first two lines of Ahavah Rabah you see on page 111. Ahavah Rabah ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu. Deep is your love for us, Adonai our God. Chemla gdola v'teira chamalta aleinu. Boundless your tender compassion. And then she brings in her own words. Mishefa ahavatcha haraba ten belibenu le'ehov et atzmenu. From the influence of your great love, give in our hearts the ability to love ourselves. Shetihei zo ahava kena v'amuka, that it should be a deep and honest love. Choveket kol hatov v'hara, that embraces all, the good and the bad. Shechinatenu melo olam, ha'iri einenu batorah. Our God, our Shekhinah, who fills the world, illuminate our eyes in Torah. Lahashpia ahava al kol svivatenu, that we can influence love in all of our surroundings. Lechaim, leachva, uleshalom, for life, for unity, and for peace. Brucha at Adonai, habocheret bi le'ahava. Blessed are you, God, but with the feminine grammatical structure, that chooses me for love. So I found this contemporary interpretive Ahavah Rabah really beautiful as an addition to the Ahavah Rabah that we're about to pray together, about self-love and how our self-love can influence love in our surroundings and maybe one day bring about life and unity and peace and a great love for all. So with that, we will turn to page 111 where we will gather our tzitzit in preparation for the Shema and we'll pray the traditional Ahavah Rabah.